so fortunate was Enea Bastianini, who got run wide to the outside line. Quartararo falling on the factory Yamaha, long lap penalty coming his way for that indiscretion at turn 1. Thanks for your patience. Take 3, boss Nico Goyon and Jack Appleyard down in pit. And let's get the thoughts of the double long lap incoming for Enea from the boss.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning to everybody at home as well. Good morning to Nico. We've just seen that incident with Fabio, Nico. When we spoke to Enea last night, he said that there was some damage to his ride height device, and he felt that was potentially the cause of the incident that then followed with Johan Zarco and Alex Rins. So to get a double long lap penalty, do you feel a little bit hard done by?
Yeah, sure. No, it's a really hard decision, but on another way, I understand the stewards. We've had a long talk yesterday with all the stewards, and this is the second offense, so this is a rule. It's true that we've had an issue after Quartararo crash. We've had an issue with the right high device, and the bike was low at this turn 9 braking. But it looks like the steward didn't really put this into account, and they estimated that even with this issue, the braking should have been anticipated a little bit earlier. So we've had a talk yesterday, and anyway, this is the decision. In the end, we feel it really hard because we did a really good start. We were second, and we are quite sure that without this issue, this crash from Quartararo, we would have done a great sprint. But in the end, this is what happened. Yeah, we were last. Enea was last for sure. It was a little bit hot, and anyway, yeah, he had this crash with Quartararo with Zarco, so we can talk about this. This is a rule, but in the end, it's really hard for us, double long lap, and so the race will be super difficult today.
Yeah, we saw the challenges of trying to overtake yesterday. A double long lap penalty at the start of the race is going to put Enea likely right at the back of the pack. I mean, what is the target going into today's race?
The target is to do as much as possible, but we're going to try to do some long lap in this morning warm-up. We saw Rins did it yesterday, didn't lose a lot of time. So well, we're going to try to minimize, but it's going to be at least 5 seconds. And the race is going to be difficult. We will be behind while we could have done a super good result here. It's frustrating, but this is what it is. So we have to deal with it and try to find the best way possible.
Thanks, Nico. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jack. Thanks to KTM Tech 3 boss Nico Goyon. And as he just alluded to there, you can't be giving up 5/10 and hope to fight for the podium here at Balaton Park, let alone the 5 seconds that he's at least likely to lose with the 2 trips through the long lap penalty loop. Just for your reference, for those of you that are watching at home, with the long lap playing such a key role in this afternoon's Grand Prix. It's on the outside of turn 11, right there actually on the screens, on the outside of turn number 11. That's where we will see Quartararo and Bastianini, hopefully just those 2 in the long lap penalty loop in the Grand Prix this afternoon.
Well, of course, they aren't the only penalties that have been handed out this weekend. Going back as far as Friday, we saw Pecco Bagnaia held up by both Alex Marquez and Jack Miller as he was trying to get himself unsuccessfully into qualifying 2. Both of those riders take 3-place grid penalties from where they qualified yesterday, which does mean a little bit of a reshuffle in the midfield pack. So Pecco Bagnaia moves up 2 places from his qualifying position of 15th up to 13th on the grid. So he and Alex Marquez start next to each other. Alex Marquez is 14th ahead of Raul Fernandez. Jorge Martin goes up 1 to 16th on the grid, and Jack Miller's 3-place grid penalty drops him all the way down to 17th place.
Pecco Bagnaia had another miserable sprint here in Balaton yesterday. His worst dry sprint finish in the 2.5 years we've been sprinting in MotoGP. 13th for the checkered flag, which was a little bit fortuitous when we saw Bastianini, Quartararo and Zarco all that contention ahead of him. His weekend has been a story of 15th, 14th, 18th, 15th, 3rd. Very radical new setup on the factory Ducati. Big change on the front end of the factory Ducati, and it's been a troubled warm-up so far as well. for the double MotoGP World Champion. We saw him early on struggling to string a fast lap together right at the start of this 10-minute warm-up, and at the moment, as you just saw there on screens, Pecco Bagnaia at the moment has not yet set a timed lap in this session.
There were some quizzical looks at his factory Ducati as he was on his way around his first time lap of the session, while we're hearing from Nico Goyon. We're wondering whether he might have come straight up pit lane at the end of that lap. He didn't, carried on for one more tour round, but has now come straight up pit lane, and that's essentially going to be his warm-up over, save for a practice start potentially right at the end. We've only got 3 minutes of this session remaining, a session currently being led by Fermin Aldeguer. Some fast runners coming through from the third row of the grid later on this afternoon. Pedro Acosta 7th, Fermin Aldeguer 8th. Probably should be a little bit higher on the grid based on their pace and potential so far this weekend. So long lap penalties for the riders on row 2 will help them, but both riders are out of position from where they really should be starting on the grid.
Yeah, Pedro Acosta slipping off in that battle with Martin in the sprint yesterday at turn 4, his third crash of the weekend. You really feel it's been a weekend that's promised so much but delivered very little as far as the 21-year-old Spaniard is concerned. He had a massive crash at turn 8 in Q2 yesterday, the reason why he was on that third row. Let's get an Acosta update from Jack.
Yeah, he mentioned yesterday evening, quite interesting. I've just had a quick word with Sebastian Rieser there just to get an understanding, who is the technical director down at KTM, about a special set of front forks that Pedro had been using at the start of this weekend. And he mentioned the fact that he'd lost them in that big qualifying crash, and he felt a big difference in the sprint, having to move across his number 2 bike, and this sort of prototype forks, which Sebastian Rieser has just described them as, weren't giving him that same rigid feeling on the front end which he liked. So Pedro said the feeling on the bike was very different in the sprint, nowhere near what it was like during Friday's running. So I think as a result of that, the expectation for the KTM team, and maybe just slightly reduce the fact that that single set of prototype front forks they won't have for this weekend, given the damage to them during that qualifying crash.
Yeah, thanks very much for that update, Jack. We've seen Fabio Quartararo just have a frustrated run-off going through turn 15.
We initially had a graphic there saying that Marc Marquez had gone down. We think that's incorrect because he's up and running, and I can't see any damage to his Ducati. Agura is the rider who has gone down somewhere in the second sector. Agura set to start from the very back of the grid for this afternoon's Hungarian Grand Prix. And his race day has started with a crash at turn 7.
Yeah, fast one, that. One of the fastest crashes you can have around this Balaton Park circuit. He's had a few of late, hasn't he? Fast old crashes which have really put big dents in the confidence of the rookie. He said yesterday he struggled to get anything out of a Michelin soft rear tyre. Couldn't really tell the difference between a medium or a soft when he was going for a hot lap. Here was Bagnaia then, who is still yet to trouble the timing screens. This should be his first time lap of this session. He's now coming through the left-hander of turn 4, then it's hard on the gas and then attacking towards one of the hardest braking zones, one of 5 real harsh braking zones here in Hungary. Turn 1, 5, 9 the chicane, 12 into the second chicane, then into turn 15.
Yeah, this is the second bike that Pecco Bagnaia is on in this warm-up session, so whatever was going on bike number 1, Bagnaia isn't continuing with it for the rest of this warm-up session, and he's looking set to end this warm-up right down at the back of the field here, because as you can see on screens already, this is not a particularly fast lap from Pecco Bagnaia, who I think is quite keen already just to see the back of Balaton Park.
Yeah, as we said, he just has really been nowhere near the top 10 at any stage of the weekend. He feared when he came in the summer break that the characteristics, the tight and technical layout that is the Balaton Park circuit, given his current woes in stopping the Ducati, certainly sort of flicking the bike on his side and attacking towards the apex, it was always going to expose his big weaknesses so far this year on the GP25. And sadly, his predictions have been absolutely bang on the money. Can he salvage anything in the Grand Prix here this afternoon? 13th over the line in the sprint yesterday. A woeful qualifying, his worst qualifying, his worst grid position. Yesterday he was 15th in almost 70 Grand Prix. He's finally though registered a lap time, albeit on his spare factory Ducati. It's a 140.518.
Fabio Quartararo, who's getting hot under the collar right here a lap or 2 ago, is this time safely through 15 and 16. And this is going to dump Pecco Bagnaia right all the way to the back of the field in 21st place, as Quartararo could move himself up into the top 6 with this one. Cross line he goes, it's just outside there in 8th place. race. It won't surprise you at all to hear that Marc Marquez has topped this warm-up session from Jorge Martin, this year's likely world champion, leading the current defending world champion.
Well, the problems just seem to mount, don't they, as far as Pecco Bagnaia is concerned. A far from smooth pre-race warm-up session for him here in Hungary. Jack, what's been going on?
Yeah, it seems as though it's a gearbox issue for Pecco Bagnaia's number 63 machine, that's the reason that he had to pull down pit lane and jump onto his number 2 bike. I know that they were also trying to try some pretty radical setup changes, as they have done all weekend, basically, but obviously the fact that he had that gearbox issue meant that he couldn't even get any understanding of whether that radical setup change has been a help or not.
Thanks ever so much, Jan. There's some late fireworks here between Bears and Joan Mir. This is on the run down into the first corner. A shake of the head from Bears on the factory Aprilia. He's sort of pointing to Joan Mir, saying, you know, are you looking, pal? And then Joan Mir flips the visor up and really starts venting his frustration after what was a real strong sprint Saturday as far as the Honda HRC Castrol team are concerned. What a brilliant ride it was by Luca Marini, who, having negotiated his way through all of the first lap chaos, took the checkered flag in 4th place. Marini's best sprint since Qatar 2023. Brilliant job by the 28-year-old Italian. First time in a sprint we've had 2 Hondas inside the top 6, and it was a first sprint top 6 for HRC as well for Mir, who's got a little bit hot on the late on in that warm-up.
I suspect, I'm not sure whether that was following the final laps of the session, but Joan Mir might have said to Marco Bezzecchi there, well, chill out, Marco, the checkered flag is out. You don't need to be getting that close to me at this stage of the session. But certainly green shoots of recovery for the Honda squad, particularly the new chassis that seems to be bringing rewards, although Joan Mir might have ran it in the sprint yesterday, but said it might appear to be generally faster, but it does take a little bit of initial time to get fully comfortable with it, to get the bike properly set up. So he's on that process as we speak, as once again, we've said this word already a few times this weekend, a forlorn Pecco Bagnaia makes his way up pit lane. This is his practice start. It's a session that looks like from start to the very, very end, it's gone wrong for Pecco. Practice start to forget.
Dear me, you cannot catch a break at all, can you, right now at the moment?
I think Pecco's saying that.
Yeah, a gearbox issue which looked like put paid to his challenge on that warmth on the number 1 bike, and then more issues on the second bike. Yeah, look at just how aggressively flipped up the vise there. It's
very rare you see that kind of stuff
the seat. Yeah, he's really angry. He's really miffed. He is just about sick of the sights of that GP25 right now. Christian Gavarini probably quite rightly just giving him a couple of seconds just to chill out and calm down. Yeah, face of thunder. He looks up at the screens, he glares at our camera operator inside the factory Ducati garage. Arguably the toughest, or one of the toughest weeks. Fighting his way through from 17th on the grid to claim his first sprint point of the season in 9th. He's growing in confidence, he's growing in stature, isn't he, the Martinator on that factory Aprilia. That'll be another shot in the arm for him, that 3rd place in that warm-up session. A warm-up which was once again dominated by Marc Marquez, although we did see on the graphic Marc was out on a brand new medium rear tyre. You wonder whether most of the field were just out on neutral, this is normally the tactic, so that would have certainly helped Marquez once again pummel the competition in that 10-minute session.
Ferdinand Aguirre, who we're looking at, was also on a brand new medium rear tyre to take 2nd place out of picture just as the session came to a close. He joined Marc Marquez in the 137s. It was a Ducati 1-2, Aprilia 3rd, and Yamaha in 4th. Jack Miller taking 4th place, and whilst they might have had some slightly disappointing news with the 3-place grid penalty they served this weekend, it would appear that off track the murmurings, the whispers, the rumours are that some good news in terms of his 2026 prospects have been set in the way of the Aussie.
Yeah, there were some key meetings here with the Yamaha management on Thursday evening, I believe, after Jack had cut loose somewhat on the delays and the stalling of the decision on the second rider alongside Vazgat Lioglu. It does look like, yes, Miller has won that particular battle. His main competition, of course, was from his current teammate Miguel Oliveira and Moto2 World Championship leader Manu Gonzalez. It looks like Aussie fans are going to have one of their own in the MotoGP glasses. Well, he's cracked a smile. That's more like it, isn't it, Teko? I guess when things are so bad, all you can do is try and put a brave face in it, try and smile your way through what seemingly endless run of adverse situations as far as Bagnaia is concerned, and not the pre-race build-up that Agura-san was looking for. The Moto2 World Champion from 2024. He's just hit the buffers a little bit of late on that track house at Aprilia. 18th he was in that warmer session after the crash at turn 7.
So Marc Marquez will head into this afternoon's Hungarian Grand Prix as the huge runaway favourite in that status, not taking any kind of dent with the 10 minutes we've seen in the warm-up session. He tops it by half a second to 1:37.354 for the world champion. One to Gian Antonio Oliveira, Binder, Rinza, Marini next up. Paul Espargaro 14th after scoring some, just outside the points actually. 10th he was in the sprint yesterday. Benteke 15th from Morbidelli, Ralph Fernandez. Iagoro at his fall at turn 7.18. Motarco 19th. Pedro Costa and Pecco Bagnaia. Some big names might go down in that warm-up session. Bagnaia's problems persist.
And they do indeed. Marc Marquez then taking our first ever sprint success at the Balaton Park circuit here in Hungary, and he is fully geared up and in the groove, ready to complete what would be a magnificent 7th successive sprint and Grand Prix victory double. He's the man to beat in Balaton, no question. Have a great race day, folks, here in Hungary.
Hungary here at the beautiful Balaton Park. We've got lovely weather here this morning, a little bit chilly, but not to worry. Blue skies, not really a cloud in sight as well. And we, of course, have just had MotoGP warm-up here. And as you can see, I'm sandwiched in between two quite tall figures, unfortunately for myself. I'm not quite 6 foot, but I've been shown up here. Tiagas and Pedro, handball players here in Hungary. Tiagas, tell us about yourself and how you've enjoyed MotoGP so far.
Yes, I'm from Brazil. I'm living now in Hungary for 1 month, and I really enjoyed the MotoGP. From back in time when Alexandre Barros was right there yet, and then I'm excited to be here today.
Excited to have you here. And Pedro, good to see you here. How are you? Introduce yourself and how you've enjoyed MotoGP as well.
Yeah, I'm Pedro. I'm from Spain, but I'm also play with Hungarian national team. I follow MotoGP, a lot of Spanish riders, and I'm a big fan of that. So I'm living in Hungary last 10 years. I'm here with the people, and I'm happy to be here.
We're all happy to be here back in Hungary for the first time in over 20 years, over 30 years. In fact, we've of course just had MotoGP warm-up, and as you can see, they've got handballs in their hands. If you saw the Qatar talk show that we did, obviously back in Qatar, what feels months ago now, but also 5 minutes ago at the same time, we've got a target here as well for hopefully the riders to come in and have a bit of a game. Talk us through, Brad. Good to see you. So we're going to get Brad to try and throw some targets. Brad, have you ever thrown a handball before?
The only thing I can more or less do is if it has handlebars. If not, I'm useless. I can't kick, catch, or throw.
This should go well then.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Which one are you aiming for, Brad? 60. Yeah, so we've got 2 lines here. We've got the 4-metre line, not a bad shot, and the 6-metre line. So I've got to say this is already easier than the football challenge we did over in Qatar.
Let's go for 100.
Yeah, go for 100 in the top corner. Not too bad. Have you guys got any tips for the riders on maybe how to throw it and? What is any tip?
You have to put the arms up like that and try to.
Okay, get the pro to show how it's done. There we go. Makes that look pretty easy.
That's straight, fast, strong, not
Very consistent. There we go. Nice work, Brad. Thank you to Brad Binder. Not bad, to be fair. I say it's already easier than the football challenge we did. I've also got Brad's pen here, man. I'll give this to someone. Johan, come in. Pedro and Tiagas. Good to see you, Johan. How are you feeling ahead of the race today? How was warm-up?
Here in Balaton, we don't have any pace this weekend, so I just hope to get some points this weekend.
That'd be good to see. Have you ever played handball before?
In school, maybe a bit, you know, you do it for a few weeks, and we try. I remember maybe I was, I don't know, 12 or 13.
Right, let's get Johan to get some targets. Yeah, Brad went for the 60, Johan, so.
straight. Don't make some movement. Yes. Yeah, you're good.
Again, very consistent. There we go. Not bad. The 100 is pretty difficult, even for us. I think Johan's going to have a go at the 100. Oh, I tell you what, that was not far away at all. Have one more go at the 4-metre, Johan. We need to try and get the riders to do the 6-metre as well. I've got to say, we are playing handball, if you're wondering why. It's a very big sport in this part of the world. Tiagas is a 3-time Champions League winner as well. I was sandwiched in between them. to MotoGP riders, and I think the whole paddock, it's quite a difference.
Sure, but anyone is on spot, you know, and it's normal. They cannot be on the bike. They are too tall.
Bigger ones.
Or they can go on the Harley and do a road trip through America.
Johan, we'll let you go. Thank you for your time and good luck for today's Grand Prix. We've got a couple more riders coming in. Thank you, Johan, once again. I'm just going to roll this pen out of the way. Famin, how are you?
Good.
How are you feeling ahead of the Grand Prix today? You've looked really strong all weekend, and especially after your podium in Austria as well.
Yeah, I'm super ready for today, for sure. The race will be difficult because it's impossible to overtake, but we try to do our best start and yeah, do our best.
You're much better with the bike, of course. Have you ever played handball? These two guys are Spanish and Portuguese as well.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm better with this than with the foot because with a football I'm shit.
Apologies for the language there, if you heard that. Right, Famin, from the 4-metre board, let's see what Famin can do. It's definitely not the word so far that he used. Which one are you going for, Famin?
60.
60, okay, yeah, that seems the popular pick at this moment. Not bad. It's close. One more. Oh, unlucky for me. Not bad though. Just missed the 40 mark, so okay. He's gone for the 80, not bad. I mean, it's easier than football, right?
Yeah, it's easier, but I'm sad also.
It's okay, it's not your profession. There we go. Thank you for your time, Famin. Good luck for today's race. Another Spaniard incoming. Raul, how are you? How's this weekend been so far?
Sorry?
This weekend, how has it been so far on track?
Now I think a little bit better because we try to change something on the bike to feel again comfortable because today I start to feel again with this feeling, but anyway I think the team are making a really good job, so let's try to enjoy the race. I think we have the pace, especially on the last part of the race, so let's try to recover some places because today we'll start a little bit in a better position on the inside part, so let's try to overtake.
Hope to see you do that. Right, Raul, what's your handball skills like?
Well, I never play. I think the last time that I played is when I was younger on the school with my friends. But I am so bad, sorry.
We're going to see it in a minute. You're a keen paddle player though, so your hand-eye coordination is pretty good.
Looks like easier, but I think it's difficult, It's really difficult.
Let's have a look then. There's the 4-metre boards. Which one are you going for? A lot of the riders have gone for the 60. Yeah. Right.
You have to try the maximum, 100, no? You try
Workout.
if I get?
It's too hard.
Oh, it's too difficult.
That's a challenge.
Can I try or not? Yeah. Oh, looks like it's so ridiculous because I don't have the time.
This could be a clip on social media. Right, go on then, Raul. Not bad. Not bad.
I will try a 60.
Yeah, you see that's really hard. Yes!
You've definitely more than just once at school.
Difficult,
That looks easy, but it's not that easy.
Okay.
I mean, you're the quickest rider to get.
Hopefully also the quickest rider on track.
Hopefully. Raul, we'll let you go if you don't want any more goes. Thank you for your time and good luck for the race.
Thank you.
Thank you to Raul Fernandez. Hopefully we do see him battling inside the top 10. Who have we got next? Fabio Di Gianantonio. P2 in the sprint yesterday. Fabio, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Good good sprint yesterday, a very good sprint actually. How you feeling ahead of the race? Did you find anything else in more that could help today?
I expected a little better from this morning, but we are not that far. At the end, we did a good lap time and good pace. So yeah, ready to fight at the end. Ready to fight.
Good to see you here this morning. Right, handball. Asking all the riders. A lot have played in school. Have you played in school when you were younger?
If it is football, yes, but I think it's handball.
It's handball.
No, never.
Let's see how this one goes then. Raul.
Here we have the challenge, the first challenge.
Jorge Martinez joined us as well. Right, Fabio. Raul went straight for the 100. Not quite, but then he did go for the 60 and got that pretty much straight away. Fabio, yeah, but as many as you want. If you stand at the 4-meter board, not bad.
Just look there, put the arm like that and throw it. Oh!
The world champ is here for a reason.
That's why he's world champion.
I guess so, yeah. one shot and gone. Jorge Martin, fair play. Okay, Fabio. Yeah, let's see a couple of the professionals go. Fair enough. Yeah, second go. But the 100 looks.
Maybe where we can reach the 100, but without goalkeeper it's harder. It's more adherence in the hand and you can make it easier, the movement, everything.
Fabio, thank you for your time. Good luck for the race today. I'd love to have spoke to Jorge Martin a little bit more, but the world champion came, shot one, got it, and cleared off. Fair play. Franco, you. Come on, Franco. How are you, Franco?
Very good.
Good. How you? Yeah, go on. Straight away then. Jorge Martin did it in. No. It's handball.
Handball.
Give it one with your throw.
Congratulations. Anyway, it's a tough sport, huh? I watch it.
Huge.
It's good because it teach the guys, the other guys, you can fight a little bit, it's really nice.
I made it tough to fight with you.
I agree with that. Franco, do you want one more go with you to throw it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on. Go from the 4-meter board as well. It's a little bit easier.
One leg in the front and just throw it. The 60 is the goal. Because it's
Okay.
not hard, but it's not that easy.
Franco's first go. Not too bad. In the ballpark. Close. He's going to stay until he gets.
Just shoot strong. Strong. Doesn't matter about the if it's going up or down. Shoot strong and it's going to go straight.
There we go. Thank you, Franco. Yeah, no, yeah. Good luck for today's race, Franco. Thank you. Brazilian connection. Well, I can't. I don't think I can actually allow that, but you do what you want, Paul. Paul, good to see you here in Hungary. You looking keen? Have you played handball before?
Never, ever. But I born in a place where maybe he knows it, where it's super famous, the handball is Granollers.
Place. I played a lot of times when I play in Spanish league, and I like to play there.
I'm born in Granollers, so yeah, we have a good tradition there.
Yeah, of course.
That doesn't mean I'm good, huh?
I think it does, Paul. You've just built it up, so.
Not
So, Paul, pretty much everyone's gone for the 60.
No way. I thought you trying, you didn't make it,
Go on then, Paul. Go for the 60.
Hey!
As many as you want, Paul. There we go.
If I get 105 points today, or?
100 points. Oh, for the championship. Yeah, 100 is impossible for the championship. For that, Paul, for that you get 5 points for the championship. Thank you, Paul. Great to have Paul with us. You enjoyed it so far, lads?
Yes, for sure. It's really nice, and they are so funny. They came, they try, but also the 100 it's even hard for us.
Yeah, I'm agree with you. We normally use approach in the ball, so for us shoot there is very difficult. It's the big ball and a lot of weight, and they do good. I'm happy to they try and they do good.
They did this at Qatar. They made one of them pretty much impossible. Do you want to go and actually see if it fits the ball?
Yeah, it fits for sure.
It fits for sure. Okay. I mean, yeah, just about. I think someone will get it eventually. Have we got any more eyes waiting? Anea Bastianini. Anea, come join us. Anea, how are you?
Fine. Not bad from yesterday's race, but okay.
Yeah, good to see you all okay. Have you played handball before, Anea?
I had the 20 or the 40, but let's see.
Right, so you throw it.
With the hand.
So come to the 4-metre board, Anea. Yeah, so a lot of the riders gone for the... Oh.
Stop. It's okay, like this.
Stop when you're on top.
Yes. You not? No. Third place.
Third place, yeah. Will you take third today?
Yeah, today will be a hard race.
Anea, thank you for your time. First one. Or Jorge Martin also got it first time as well. So you and Jorge
60?
The 60, yeah.
Okay.
You're level with Jorge, not bad.
We can try the 100, but...
Yeah, go. Someone will get the 100, I'm sure of it. Come on, Anea, let's have 2 in 2. Not too bad. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Anea. So Anea so far is the champion. It's possible.
To hit the 100. Not for us.
Well, you guys can keep trying for sure. Is the technique to always throw it as hard as you can?
How I told before, we normally put a product in the ball, the ball is more adhesive to the hand.
The
Movement is totally different. I'm sure that if they put this product, they won't shoot and they won't go down.
Alex. Tiago Pedro, how are you, Alex?
Not bad.
It's not football, it's handball. I'm sure you're from Spain. The Spanish players have played this in school, have you?
Yeah, one times. Yeah, but yeah, I know that the selection of Spain always are good there. So yeah, I know some guys.
Cool. Right. So Anea and Jorge got the 60 first try. So no pressure. Are you going to go for the 60?
Yeah, the 80 and 100, I see it's too small.
Anea actually got the 100 after his third try. So if you get the 60, Anea.
Yeah? He's good there.
He was, no, to be fair, he was quite good. Right. Choose your ball. Stand at the 4-metre board. Too bad. The second go. Go for the 100 now. 100. Got the 60, so. Go on, go 100. Not too bad. Different technique. I mean, it's not far away. It's very difficult. How are you feeling ahead of the Grand Prix today, Alex?
I mean, we start quite on the back, so it will be difficult, but for sure we'll try our best as always. And yeah, it will be difficult, but all the challenges are there, no? So we need to be brave, but especially to be intelligent.
Good luck today, Alex. Won't keep you waiting much longer. And have a great Sunday afternoon. We'll wait for a few more riders to finish up with the fans. Boys, you want to keep having a go at the 100? I need to see one of you get it at some point. Try the 100. Are we going from 6? Yeah, let's go from... I mean, it's close. That 100 is, especially from this angle. Oh, there we go. Over to you, Pedro. He's a defender.
I don't score that many goals. Before. This I got the Hungary already, so...
Is it are you playing in the season? At the moment in time, is it pre-season or?
Yeah, not pre-season. We play like 60 games a year, so now we are getting shape to start to play all the games all the year.
We play Europe during the week, and in the weekend is the Hungarian National League, and it's a lot.
A lot of games. How much are you looking forward to seeing MotoGP today? Have you got any favourite riders? Any people you're looking at thinking, I want them to win today?
Yeah, there is Franco. I'm looking for also the Brazilian guys, and we see. And if they are not there, so for the Spanish ones, because my wife she's Spanish, so it's better.
We've got a very famous Spanish rider, Marc Marquez. Mark, how are you?
Not bad, but between them, I feel small.
Have you played handball before, Mark?
No. I never.
Are you able to throw or? Okay. Do you want to? Because you couldn't throw the American football. Do you want to have a go?
I can. One opportunity.
Okay. Mark, I know you're competitive, so I'll tell you, Mark, that Jorge Martin and Naya got it first time in the 60.
Okay.
So no pressure. Here we go. Not quite. Last one. There we go. Always going to get it.
I work better under pressure.
Mark, how are you feeling ahead of the Grand Prix today? Just quickly, anything you tried in warm-up that worked, or?
Yeah, we did another small step in the warm-up because, as we know, when we are in a new circuit, normally becomes everything more tricky to set up. But in the warm-up, we did another step, so ready to race.
In good conditions as well, so that helps.
Yeah, that helps. Let's see how the wind reacts, because normally in the afternoon becomes stronger. But apart of that, good weather, so happy to race here.
Mark, thank you for your time, appreciate it, and good luck for the race today.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Marc Marquez, everyone, of course, the championship leader. Plenty of fans here as well, plenty of Reds here in Hungary. I'm not sure how many more riders are going to be coming through. We've obviously had quite a few. Is that for you guys' first time meeting Mark?
It is my first time in front of Saleh, and I'm with him because I'm from Spain, and it's I cannot say any words.
We know his popularity in Spain is huge. What sort of, how is the feeling in Spain knowing that Mark is more than likely going to win that championship after everything he's been through?
No, in Spain a lot of people follow the MotoGP, and when I come here they told me to record this and do this, and I say, oh, you will meet with Mark. And I said, okay, and now I meet with him is really not I cannot explain with words, because I follow in the TV every time, every year, the championship, the race, and I'm happy to be here with him.
One of the superstars in global sport, I guess, in Brazil as well, and you obviously know who Mark is. Just this year, what he's achieving. You guys are obviously professional athletes as well. I imagine you've picked up some injuries here and there, and difficult to reach a level again, but Mark is showing that you can absolutely get back to your best, even with everything he's been through.
Yes, for sure. It's been really tough, but we know how is that, and we are really happy to be here and to stay the whole day here today to enjoy it.
Gentlemen, appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and enjoy today. Beautiful weather and 3 races coming up as well. That's all we've got time for. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that. The riders certainly look like they did. Moto3 coming up, and then the main event, of course, MotoGP, the Grand Prix of Hungary at 2 p.m. local time. Enjoy it. We'll see you next time.